Hey everyone, it's Joe. I'm just going to jump straight into this video on how to do gypsy locks. So first you're going to need some Marley hair Cuban twist, Freetress braiding hair or crochet hair that they use, and some shine and jam. You could get this from your local dollar store, and some clips. So one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is how I'm unraveling the hair so I can start braiding it in. When you do it with this type of hair, you want to be very gentle so you don't make it too frizzy. And also, if you like to avoid this type of frizziness, you could use mousse or some type of gel for the ends. So first you're going to start by braiding in the crochet hair. As you're braiding in, you see where I'm stopping, you put in the Marley hair right there, and you do just the ends of it so you have enough Marley hair to wrap around the dread. So you continue braiding. I recommend you braid all the way down to their hair, to your client's hair, and then from that point forward you'll start wrapping. Another tip I'd like to share with you guys is you see where the braid isn't secure? Well, it's secure, but it's not tight. When you start wrapping the Marley hair, that's when it starts getting tight. So you want to be careful when you braid in that hair that it's not so tight, so it's not pulling on your client's edges. Excuse me. I'm not trying to talk so much, you guys, but another thing, while you're wrapping the Marley hair around this crochet hair, I don't know what to call it, while you're wrapping it, you want to make sure that it's nice and secure on it, or else that hair will start coming out of the Marley hair. So you want to make sure it's nice and secure under that Marley hair. Now right here, I'm getting to the ends. You want to make sure it's somewhat stretched so you can have a little feather at the end of the hair, and I use a flat iron to secure it. We're here again with this part. Make sure when you're unraveling the hair, make sure you do it gently so you don't cause any type of frizziness. At the end of the video, you will notice that I put mousse at the end of this hair because it does end up getting frizzy if you don't put any type of moisturizer on the ends. You do notice here that I'm braiding all the way down to her hair. The braid doesn't have to be so tight, it could be a nice loose braid. So you start braiding in the crochet hair, you stop, and you apply that Marley hair, just the tip of it, not so much, and then you braid it right in with that crochet hair. If you want, you could have your client hold that Marley hair if it doesn't want to stay in place for you, but I'm used to doing this style, so I just throw it out the way. So right here, my client ended up having some issues with me pulling on her edges. It wasn't tight, it was just pulling. So I did end up adding a clip, and it really does help secure the edges right in place so it's not twisting as I'm wrapping the hair. Now for this end part, I know that all stylists do this differently, but I usually use a flat iron. I know that there's some people who use a lighter or nail glue. So you do what's best for you, but I usually use the flat iron for my clients. I didn't want to make the video so long, but I did want to make sure that you guys understood the gist of how I braided in the hair and I put in the Marley hair at the same time, just for more protection. So this is the gypsy part. So you'll take your crochet needle and you'll take the crochet hair and you'll crochet it through the part. You want to leave one side of the crochet hair attached with that other crochet hair that you braided in with, and you'll wrap it with the Marley hair. So make sure half of that crochet piece is in the wrapping session, and then the other half of the crochet outside of it, so you could have that gypsy look. That curl is supposed to stick out of the Marley look, out of the Marley dress. So I did it here for you guys again. So I hope you guys understood that whole process. I'm not really good at explaining but if you guys do have a request of me explaining this in detail, I could definitely do that. Just one quick simple video on how to quickly do it. It's really not that hard. You just crochet in the curly hair, whatever you want to call it, and you leave half of it out, just like right here how I have the rest of the crochet hair sticking out, so it could have that gypsy look. Hopefully you guys could tell by the end of the video how it comes out to be. Alright, this is the final part. You will realize that when you're done with this style, it'll be kind of bulky at the ends, so you want to go back and trim the ends And you know, make sure even it out, make sure it has enough volume, but not too much volume. And you grab your mousse, you put it in there, massage it in there just so it's not so dry. And that's it.